I'm Zara Green, and this is
Alfred Edmund Jr.
And we are the Grown Zone.
Yes.
Coming to you with the third installment of this three-part series entitled Why You Get Treated Like Crap in Relationships.
Yes.
The first was mistreatment is how people show they care. The second was love requires you to tolerate a certain amount of mistreatment. So
Yes.
go find those two.
Yeah.
And this one is someone other than you should protect you.
Yes. You're such a good person. You're such a loving person.
People
You're such
just
a
take
giving person.
advantage of
People just
you.
take advantage of me. Oh, why isn't God protecting me? Why? Oh, I'm loving them so much. Why do they treat me this way?
I'm going to leave God to take care of them. I'm just going to keep on living like I live. And I'm going to keep on giving. And I'm going to keep on loving. And I'm going to keep on giving
And this
them
is
all
my personal testimony. If I could just be a good enough man, if I could just heal her and love her,
I love her wounds.
She'll act right.
I can heal her
She'll
wounds.
treat me. She'll give it back to me.
Oh, it's coming. Because when you sow it, you shall reap.
So why should I protect myself?
Hmm.
Why should I defend myself?
Mm.
Why should I set boundaries and standards for my own treatment when I'm such a good person that people should just treat me right because I'm a good person?
Because that's just not how
Not
it
how
works.
It works.
And it's why we continue to tell you the first thing you need to understand is individuality. You need to understand your own nature. You need to know when your nature is working against you. Because those of you who become doormats,
Yes.
you're becoming
Hey.
doormat. He used to be. He ain't no more, child. I can't step on that thing at all. And he needed, that's the point. He needed to come to the point that he loved himself
Yes.
enough that he would not allow any kind of mistreatment, any forms of mistreatment. So if you are the doormat typically, then you need to understand when your nature is working against you. So we don't have the same kind of challenges when we come here, okay? And if your challenge is you need to know when to step up for yourself and when to operate in assertiveness, then you've got to learn how to do that because it's not somebody else's responsibility to protect you. And shame on you if you got other people running to your aid and you're an adult and you're not stepping up for yourself.
Let me say it very clearly right up front before we go any deeper into this video. It is never not your responsibility. It is always your responsibility to set the standard for your own treatment, no matter who you are, no matter what your relationship status. You may be single, you may be married. Even if you're married,
Come
it is
on.
still your job to set the standard and to communicate and enforce the standard for your own treatment. That is never anyone else's responsibility. And if you want to put it all on God, God will say, I equipped you
Come on.
to do what you need to do to become everything you are meant to be. And that includes setting standards for your own treatment.
Look, y'all, it's time out for all of this junk that you've
Volunteer
been living.
victimhood.
Volunteer
Volunteer
victimhood. All
victimhood.
the junk that
Yeah.
you allow to have you being treated as second class, as less than. If you believe that you deserve better, then you've got to start treating yourself as if you deserve better. You've got to start establishing a standard for your own treatment. It is about standards and boundaries. Standards, and I love Alfred's definition. Alfred said that standards is how, say it, baby,
Standards is
define
what
us
you
it up.
must have, and boundaries is what you refuse to accept. You
Heard
got
that?
to set a standard for what is required to be in relationship with you, and boundaries for what will not be tolerated in relationship with you.
And
that's not just your romantic relationships,
That's
by the way.
right.
That's in all your relationships.
That's right. In order to do that, as we talked about in one of these other videos, that means you have to really look at your indoctrinations.
Yes.
How have you been culturally, religiously, and within your family indoctrinated to believe you ought to be? As a man, have you been told you got to be the head and so everybody need to follow your lead and nobody else can have an opinion that they have to just kind of fall in? But dude, that hierarchy is, if you haven't noticed, that hierarchy isn't working anymore. What people are looking for and what women are looking for is partnership.
Yes.
Women are not looking to be lorded over, okay?
And by the same token, men are looking for partnership. You're not looking for an adult dependent. You're looking for a real partner for you to be allies, a team. We tell people, are you a couple or are you a team?
Anybody can
be a couple. But in a few seconds we have left, talk about those people who will say, I ain't taking it, I will protest, I will, I'll show him or I'll teach her, I'll cuss them out, I'll throw them out.
Look, drawing hard lines is not only necessary for your own peace and peace of mind and self-worth, it is also how you establish partnerships. You've got to draw hard lines so people know when they've crossed them. You've got to draw hard lines that say, if you cross this, that is it, and then live up to it.
Because just
Live up
cursing
to
them
it.
out, complaining about it, threatening people,
No, make it a
none of that
promise.
will change the behaviors. So you can protest all you want. So maybe I'm like the doormat type that kind of just takes it. But you could be the one that just cusses the person out whenever they do it. But if you cuss them out whenever they do it, but then you still fall back and don't protect yourself.
You may as well be a doormat.
Exactly.
You may as well be a doormat. The reality is, there are some of you who are together that shouldn't be. The grown zone is not about keeping you together at all costs. The grown zone is
Yes.
about getting you healthy so that you can have healthy relationships.
Yes.
Okay? Because relationships of honor, esteem, and respect are the only ones that are worth having.
And it's your job, it is your mission, it's your purpose
It should be your mission.
right,
It should be your
to
purpose.
set the standard for your own treatment. And by the way, once you set that standard, you'd be surprised how many people live up to it
Yes.
and how many people fall off.
And those who fall off, they've done you a favor.
Yes.
Because once you have those standards, then you can get ready, because people who recognize and will appreciate you, then that kind of worthiness is what will show up.
That's
People
what
who
brings
deserve
you honor,
you.
esteem, and respect.
Okay? Stop lowering the bar. Raise it.
the bar.
Because when you raise it, other people, only those who can clear it are going
Right.
to show up. And that's
you'll
all you
eliminate
want.
the disqualified and the unqualified, and
All
only
right.
the qualified will remain.
Okay, we done gave y'all a whole lot today. So go think about that. You enjoy this? Let us know. Until next time,
Live
and love in the grown zone.